welcome to another discussion about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I am Ollie.
I'm the Black Falcon.
Captain
And
Black.
I have a burning hatred for John Walker. And you're watching Disney Channel.
And I have a burning rage, a burning desire, a fucking dumpster fire of hatred for Jonathan Walker.
I mean, it was a good way to introduce her. After you said, like, your whole thing of, like, Black Falcon, I was like, and I have a burning hatred.
A burning hatred.
Hi, I'm actually Christina, otherwise known as Chick's Hip.
Chick's Hip.
Billy.
Okay, it's weird talking about this even though the episode comes out in like
a couple hours.
4 hours, but a couple hours, but still, I kind of wanted to give a overall review of Falcon and Winter Soldier.
I
remember if you go back into our previous episodes of our podcast a couple weeks ago, after the first episode premiered, you can hear us passing remark by us calling it boring. Like we were just not fucking with the show in its first episode.
That first episode was rough. Bubba Gump Shrimp.
It was rough. Bubba Gump Shrimp.
I was not ready for that.
But yeah, it's really good. Like, it's a really good show when you like.
Once you keep watching it, because like the trailer, like the first episode took itself very seriously, but as you go on, it's like, wow, this went from 0 to 100 real quick. Just like my burning hatred for John Walker. At first, it was like, okay, hatred. I don't. You know, first I was like, okay, maybe he's a good guy. I don't like that he's taking on the captain's mantle like this. I don't like how he's working it, but he seems like a good guy. And then he proceeds to do literally everything else, including, but not limited to, breathing, blinking, even having physical manifestation in this world. And I suddenly realized, wow, I have never hated any character in all media more, on all Marvel media, more than this motherfucker.
Fair. He's
so annoying, and he's a dickhead
and entitled, very, very entitled.
He literally walked in there, slammed someone into the wall. Do you know, bitch? You are not Captain America. You're just wearing a fancy suit and have a nice shield. That doesn't belong to you.
I think the worst part for me is when Sam was doing mediation and he was like, give me 10 minutes. And then
yes, he waited 0.5 seconds. He waited literally. I hate him so much. It was that specific moment in which that dumpster fire became it literally that impact grenade became an entire nuke. I've never I don't like him. Like I don't hate characters like this ever, but damn, does he realize how much he fucked up that situation? What a little bitch. Everything is his fault. I'm sorry, everything is his fault. I don't forgive him ever. He killed Lamar. Thank you.
I think the worst part about John is the way he he's very condescending. If you ever notice the way he talks to people, like if I ever need a sidekick, I'll call you. Like,
I would have punched that nigga dead in his shit.
No, not right.
That to me. Oh, I would have knocked him right in his teeth. Oh.
Well, since I'm too short, I would have punched him straight in the dick. I would have done that anyways.
Right in the cockles.
He deserves it. What he's ruining Captain America's image. We all know it's not him, but like, damn, you're really doing him dirty like this.
Ironically enough, in the comic books, John, not to say that it wasn't like this in the comic books, because it's like,
but he was more likable.
Oh, I mean, I will use that in a loose term. Like, yeah, he was like edgelord Captain America, if that made sense. He would do the things that Captain America wouldn't do, like bring a gun and kill.
Harry, this you fucking casual.
He's very just not like.
And he wasn't Captain America. He was U.S. agent.
Well,
that's a fun name put to a horrible person.
Correction to correct Cisco. He was Captain America. Then when he lost the moniker, he became U.S. agent. When Cap was like, I'm taking this shit back, he's like, oh, I guess.
I'm going to stop this right now to appreciate that you used the word moniker. Not a lot of people use that word. That is a big brain word.
Thank you. Education. I hope I learned something. That's cool.
You know. Me.
Oh, man.
I don't know how to do my taxes, but I do know that the mitochondria
the title.
is the powerhouse of the cell.
The mitochondria.
Oh, no.
A fucking powerhouse of the cell.
Don't
All
forget.
I know is E. Remember.
I may not know how to file for tax returns, and I may not know how to build myself a correct resume, but you know what? A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Really?
Anyway, before we derail, so Captain America.
Wait. Does it really equal C squared?
I fucking hate you. We're not doing this right now.
Bro. I think it does.
Oh, I have to edit the fuck out of this.
God.
Please don't. Just leave that in.
Leave it in. You have to leave it in.
It's really funny.
Anyway.
Okay, so yeah. Going over fucking what's her name? The woman from episode
Carly Morgenthau? Flag Smasher?
No.
What are we talking about?
Are you talking about the blonde lady?
Yes.
Sharon?
Shannon Carter.
Sharon.
Yes. It was Shannon. What? No, Sharon or Shannon?
What? It's Sharon.
I have no idea.
It's
I paid
Sharon.
no attention to her name. I just saw.
Okay, Sharon Carter. Sharon Carter.
We should call her Shannon.
Oh,
Sharon sounds too much like Karen.
I just miss Peggy. Okay, that's all it is.
Well, that's everybody. Yeah, that's everybody's collective thoughts about Sharon Carter.
I miss Peggy.
Yeah, nobody likes Sharon Carter in the comics either.
And she's not bad, but like
she's bland. So that's actually perfect. For
her here. Yeah. Not much to her. She's like, oh, I'm an enemy of the U.S. I can't go back to the U.S. What am I gonna do in the U.S.? Well, don't come back to the U.S. We don't want you, Sharon. Fucking Sharon. We don't want you, Sharon. No hate to like her
Sharon
actress
wants
or anything.
to meet your manager.
Nothing wrong with like her actress or anything, because her performance is serviceable. It's just the character is written so blandly that there's nothing really to her.
Fair enough.
True. I did like her action sequence though. Like she was good. Like that's a good actress. Like a really good actress. Like the fighting scenes were kind of crispy.
Can we address the fact
fights
that
in this show are crisp?
Yes.
They're so delicious. Like
Steve
literally eat the fighting scenes all day.
Steve banged Peggy's niece.
I have to stop. What?
Steve banged Peggy's niece.
Steve and Shannon were a thing.
Yeah. Knee on the radiator.
Even though they technically might be related. Oh wait, no, that's a different version of reality.
Well, they're not related by. Oh no, let me not say that. This ain't Kentucky.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a different version of reality or if it's just not canon or if it's just something canon, else.
But it's just like I don't. They don't explain time because you can't go back in time and change things. But then again, it's implied that Peggy was married because she says she was married in the when you see the recording of Peggy, she's like, I have a lovely husband that Steve saved during the war. And I'm like, oh, I see what you did there.
That would have been, you know what would have been funny? If we would have gotten that scene of her saving Peggy's husband, and then he's like, I'm going to go fuck your wife, Steve. I'm going to fuck the life out of, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of your wife, Steve. Steven.
But wait, wouldn't he be saying that to himself?
Yes.
Wow.
He would.
Past Steve is just like, everybody gets one.
And he's like, I'm going to fuck the shit out of your wife, Steven.
My God.
Steven. I like his enlarged name. Does Tony have a formal name?
Anthony. Only Justin only Justin Hammer refers to him as that.
Listen here, Anthony. I'll beat your ass. Don't you ever call me Anthony again. But yeah, there was some fucking weird thing where niggas were talking about how they were talking about race on this show, even though it's starring a black man, so that kind of an invalid criticism.
When did they talk? Like, they were like, oh, this is getting too BLM. This is what they brought race up.
When did they full on just have a discussion about racism?
They didn't. They never
exactly
didn't. I mean, they were talking about things like, you know, with the what's his name? The old man.
The most I can remember.
Isaiah.
The most I can remember. Oh, that's him.
That's him.
Not
and
race.
then they talked about the Marvin Gaye thing. But no, it's good that they talked about it. I think it's good that they talked about that in specific.
Like that's not the type of stuff they're talking about, because that's like shit that has to do with Isaiah Bradley's character.
Yeah. And I think
what they're talking about is like randomly having a conversation about racism because we need to talk about racism. Like, no, the shit that we talked about with Isaiah Bradley is shit that happened in Isaiah Bradley's life. Even in the comics.
They were talking about not Isaiah. I think they were talking about the airplane scene with Zemo and the whole thing. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but in that scene,
and it's not a bad scene. It's not a bad scene. It's a good scene. I think it's a good thing they added that in there.
But what racial thing did they say besides Marvin Gaye, he makes good music?
They were talking. No, it was like a book. It wasn't Marvin Gaye. There was a book specifically that they were talking about.
That Bucky needs.
And then don't you remember that Falcon just turned around and he's like, you know what? You shouldn't be saying it. You're like, fuck you. But you know, he's right. And then he turns to Bucky. It was like. It was there, but I think it wasn't a bad scene. I mean, it made sense with the whole, like, you have to think of the whole theme of the show right now. It makes sense that they're having this conversation.
But the two things I remember them ever talking about race was, one, hey, it's Black Falcon. Hey, it's Black Kid. Doesn't feel right. Eh?
Hey, it's Black
Child.
But also the second part is with the cops where they're like, oh, put the gun down. Like, they're like,
that's another one.
Down. And I'm like, I'm just standing here, nigga.
Like, Bucky is right there. Bucky is right next to him.
Bucky literally said, man, nothing
I'm
is
an
going
actual
on.
criminal. I'm an actual
criminal.
Exactly what happened. They're like, oh, I didn't recognize you. Falcon, I didn't recognize you without your goggles. Because it was like they were willing to put, just because they were having a discussion about Isaiah and the super soldier stuff, and then they got a little bit heated, and then the cops were like, hey, is this man bothering you? Like, what? Excuse me? What?
Like, I'm just chilling. Like I'm just walking around with my white friend. What's going on here?
But that is a thing that has happened.
But yeah, tomorrow is the penultimate episode, and we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna be talking about that episode on our podcast, the High Ground podcast. which links will be in the description for that.
Any closing
I will
thoughts?
say, yes, you used penultimate. Good job. That is another big brain word. I will toss you a quarter for it.
I will insert.
You get like little tokens.
I will insert it Don DeMarco.
I'm gonna give you guys like little golden stars because honestly, yes, people need to.
I wouldn't know.
Words.
I wouldn't know that word without Word Girl. Shout out my homie.
Yeah, but how
I wouldn't know that word if it weren't for Spanish.
How would we rate
Spanish?
How would we rate the episode?
Which one?
Not the episode, the series so far.
The show?
Yeah.
I would
rate it an 8 out of 10. I would rate it an 8 out of 10, -2 because of the first episode, but the rest of it's really good, so it gets an 8 out of 10.
I'm gonna be honest with myself. The first episode, even if it was what it was, it set up the rest of the show, or it set up the beginning and really threw it off to the rest of the show. So I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 because I really enjoy. You don't understand how much I enjoyed Zemo coming back. Like that's a villain I had almost
my favorite
forgotten
scene
about.
in the show is when Zemo leaves and then he walking on top of the fucking crate and then he puts on his mask and he's like,
yes,
9.
I will say that. I said it before. I said it again. The man still has the same costume as from when I was a child. When I was a child, I thought he looks like a sock, and now that I'm an adult, I think he is the definition of a walking cum sock. Thank you.
Can we get a censor on that? Can we get a censor on that one?
You what?
I got you.
Can we get a censor?
Don't forget all right, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you have any things that you agree or disagree, just write them in the comment section down below, and request more videos. Anyone else got anything to say?
You do not fuck with the Dora Milaje. Do not. They will. Do not fuck with the Dora Milaje. That's it.
Doesn't matter what power you got. You will get twisted.